Well, evening all, Chief Prepper here. We'll see if I can post this. I don't know if I'm going to get another slap down from YouTube because I basically told them to go fuck themselves. Um, want to go over something that I talked about last year, making a list. So I acquired a lot of stuff in the first basically few months of the year. Uh, I bought PVC 4-inch pipe for a shower for the van. I have not put it together, but I still need to get some fittings for that. I had a wood stove fabricated that I've already tested that's in place on the back porch, but it is not completely installed. It's still, the back porch is a project in process. You know, when you're sick for 6 months and you have a 10-pound lifting limit for those entire 6 months because of 3 surgeries, it makes a lot of shit difficult. So I still need to buy more oil for my vehicles. I did get 2 bolt carrier groups for my small ARs and 1 bolt carrier group for my large AR. We got firing pins and spring kits. On a list of things that I never thought I would get done, I did get a thermal and a NVG. I got 308 ammo, AR ammo, 45 and 9mm. I plan to get more of that maybe soon. I have a 4-ton floor jack on my list of things, but I may get that for Christmas from a friend of mine. I bought 1 ice maker. I plan to buy a second one. I haven't even used the first one. I need to hook it up and start using it. I did buy cables for solar generators for the solar panels, so I have plans to use both of those, well, solar generators to like lighten my electrical load, as in what I use every day, especially during the summer. I got the windows tinted on the Challenger. I got the windows tinted on the Pontiac. The Pontiac went from being broken for like 6 months to it. I believe it is fixed and running again. Very happy with that. I have one more thing that I absolutely have to get fixed on that, which is a window clip. I don't know what it is or where it is or even what it looks like. I got shoe glue, ES 6000 glue. I had on here Magpul bipod for last year or this past year. I didn't get it. It's a small thing, but it's not that expensive. I just need to take the time and go get it. I may get it this coming month. Let's see. My wife's Dodge is going to need new wheels all the way around, and I want new wheels for the Pontiac, so that's going to go on a list. But it's low. Well, the truck needs to be done, but everything else is low priority. I do need to get a plain Timex watch, and I'm going to follow my own advice to see if I can find the old style wind-up timer and a wind-up clock, actually, that is moderately accurate. I have acquired copper tubing, but I need to get the fittings and then work out the ability to attach it to the tank and then drain it if things go really badly. I got extra tape measures. I need to fix the rear windows on the 1-ton. They're up right now, but they don't go up and down. Hopefully it's just a motor. I need to get 1 spare tire for the 1-ton and a spare tire mount. The mount comes from LMC truck. It works out kind of good because you can lock it in place. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing it. But it is a pain because it takes up space in the bed of the truck that is normally dead space. But if you're like me and you haul things like lumber for building projects, the hired help loads that shit in there, but it takes up space where you can load 2x4s. My buddy got me WeatherTech floor mats for Christmas last year. Those are really cool. I got a 130 gallon stock tank for catching water, which I plan to use to fill up and then use to put the carpet tubings forward. And the plan is for it to go around the wood stove pipe, and then if we have a fire and we can run water through it and we can heat it up old school. I need to add some things to my list. I did have my 45 para ordnance. There was a groove for the Picatinny type rail thing that was not deep enough. That has been fixed. So now regular laser light combos can go on that. I had night sights put on a gun, and I bought a sight pusher so I can do that myself now. I did buy 2 pairs of boots. I plan to buy another 2 pair when I retire the boots I'm wearing now, which I really want to try and make it to February, but it may not last that long. And then with the impending supply problems, I am probably going to go buy boots here in the next couple weeks. I got water bobs. I got a bunch of stuff in the upstairs living room that I need to move to the shed, but I can't move to the shed until I get it enclosed to get it to be where it needs to be, you know what I mean, where it keeps critters out of it for the most part and keeps the rain out. So that's on the list of things to get done. The hired help is going to push hard on getting that done, getting it enclosed, getting a rail run, dropping the lower joists in, and then figuring out the math and geometry and building basically the framework for the roof. So it's probably $500 to $700 more in lumber, and then hardware, basically screws and nails. But I really want that done, and then my intent is to use it to store plants and to possibly be a greenhouse. I don't know about that yet. All the roofing I have is metal, so there won't be any light going in there. I also want to put a TV back there and move the deep freeze off the front porch into a secure area. So I did get a new gas grill. I need to get 1 or 2 more doors for my outside storage to make basically a barn door kit. I already have the barn door hardware kit. I just need to get the doors, which they were like $184. Worst case scenario, I can just make it out of probably decking material because 2x4s are too heavy. I did have 2 Crimson Trace mini rail lasers, red. I moved that. That's going to hopefully happen this year. I did get ham radios. I did get blackout bags. I got a 4-band ham radio. So on my list of things to do is to get my license and get that up and working. I've had on my list of things to do cut up a dumpster that was on the property when we bought it. You can hear my little Jack Russell giving my big dog hell right now. I did get a sling Magpul. I need to get another one. So I got a lot done this year, but like I said, I was sick for a while, and that creates problems, like big problems. And then dealing with my dad is getting more and more difficult, but he's worth the work. Encourage you to look up Motivational Doc. He's got some recipes out there that actually work. I stopped taking one. I plan to change that and get back on that regimen and hopefully try to get more physically fit. So things that I plan to try and do in 2024. It's important you start out the year with the list and then work the list over time. I want to finish the back porch hopefully by the end of June. Being sick created problems for that. Plain Timex watch, wind up timer, wind up clock, Magpul bipod, and a monopod for one of my guns. Copper tubing fittings for what I talked about, being able to have hot water. One more spare tire for my 1 ton, and spare tire mount from LMC truck. I need to order the mount and some window regulator handles for my wife's Dodge. One of them broke. New window tint for the 1 ton once I fixed the rear windows, and that the rear window being fixed and the window tint and the spare tire, and then basically that truck is fully functional. I need to get the pressure fittings for the van life shower. That'll be really cool. I will, of course, over time add more ammo if it's available. I want 2 more long guns, 30-06, and there's a Mauser on Texas Gun Trader that I may actually get serious about. We'll see. I want to get silencers, but that's way down on the list of things to get. I'm going to get a van topper for the van. That's very expensive, but the van is something I use for road trips and for hunting. Right now I cannot stand up in it, so the van topper will allow that. It'll also create storage inside that I don't currently have. Going to be 2 times more boots, 1 times Harley tennis shoes, high tops. Prep the future shop area. That won't happen until the fall. I plan to try and get the back porch done and then do 1 more relatively major project, and once that's done, then we'll just kind of cool our heels over the summer. Cut up the dumpster and take to the scrap yard. I want to buy a second ice maker. Having 2 is always a good thing. Tune-up kits for the generators. It's been on my list of things to do for months now. I need to get after that. I need to get another cord of firewood. The Crimson Trace mini rail lasers I mentioned. Magpul sling. I need to get my ham radio license. Ham radio base station power supply. CB whip antenna for a base station I have. I talked about the small house extension already. That requires moving the hot water heater. Plumbing. Yay. And then begin the shop in the fall of 2024 and winter of 25 if things go well. And 2 road trips this year, 1 to Ohio around Labor Day and 1 to California and up to Washington State. And that doesn't include Good Guys car shows, which is in March and in September. I don't know if I'll make the one in September, but I hope to go to the one in March. And then at some point, depending on what happens, I may buy land for a bug out location. We'll see. Other than that, you need to make your list. You need to make it realistic. There are things on my list that got done this year that I never expected to get done. So, make a list. Work your list. I hope 2024 is not going to be as bad as 2023. I think it's going to be worse, and I think we all need to be ready. Having said all that, I hope you had a good Christmas day. I hope you had a good Christmas Eve, and I wishing you the best in the new year. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot. Share some love. Chief Prepper, out.